our next inductee into the Arkansas Business Hall of Fame, Raymond Rebsamen, not only founded one of the nation's top insurance brokers, but also, through a keen intellect, led a diverse group of other businesses to success. His civic leadership and philanthropy still impact Arkansas today. Raymond Rebsamen was born in Lancaster, Texas in 1898 to William Frederick and Edna Mae Rebsamen. The family moved to Fort Smith, where he attended school. Mr. Rebsamen studied accounting at the University of Arkansas College of Business Administration until World War I called him to service. After the war, he became a CPA and founded his first business, Rebsamen Brown & Company, an accounting firm. Mr. Rebsamen possessed a strong grasp of numbers that would underscore his future success. When he discovered that his client, the Arkansas Gazette, had overpaid federal taxes, he negotiated a fee for 1/3 of the $96,000 refund. That refund launched his phenomenal career. In 1928, he established Rebsamen and East Insurance Agency. The firm grew to one of the top 50 insurance brokers in the country. In 2001, it was purchased by Regions Financial Corporation. In 2008, it became Regions Insurance Group. He married Elizabeth Purcell in 1932, and they had 2 children, Ruth Elizabeth and Frederick Raymond. Mr. Rebsamen proved to be a genius pulling together the synergies in his businesses. Over the next 40 years, he established more than 10 companies, all of which made an impact on the Arkansas economy. He also invested in other operations such as Jacksonville State Bank, now First Arkansas Bank and Trust. He oversaw his businesses with ledger sheets, which helped him pinpoint how much profit he had made on a car or an insurance policy.
It's highly unusual for some businessman to have a spreadsheet in his desk that he can pull out and tell you how the various business we're doing and how much profit they'll have by the end of the year, and he would project that. And this was all before computers, you know, and he did it manually.
More than 20 companies sought his expertise and invited him to join their boards.
Years he spent when what was called the Urban Progress Association then is now Metroplan. But a lot of the improvements that are going on here in downtown Little Rock now, the rivet market, are certainly, he had things that he planned and did during his tenure as president of the Urban Progress Association, or benefit the downtown community now.
From 1963 to 1966, Mr. Rebsamen served as chairman of the board of Federal Reserve Bank in St. Louis. In 1966, he ran for governor in the Democratic primary. Winthrop Rockefeller won the final race.
We will have within our grasp the opportunity and potential to soar as never before in the competition for people and for prosperity. It is obvious to those of us who love our state of Arkansas and who look to it as our choice as to where our own personal futures are tied, realize that Arkansas is at a turning point in our history.
Well, I think the main thing that stands out in my mind is how interested he was in the community and how much he wanted to see the community and the state of Arkansas prosper and grow. He would frequently say, when people would thank him, he said, for donations he made or contributions of land or property, animals to the zoo, or all those things. He said, well, Arkansas has been good to me and I want to be good to Arkansas.
Mr. Rebsamen donated the 80 acres that hold the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. The campus is now named in his honor. In 1971, Mr. Rebsamen gave the Walton College $100,000 to establish a class in which students managed a real stock portfolio, which is worth almost $1 million today. He provided leadership to many organizations to help the state, the nation, and the world. He served on the Committee of 100 to raise $1 million for the Little Rock Air Force Base land. He contributed to a public golf course and donated elephants named Ellen and Ruth to the Little Rock Zoo. A man of many interests, Mr. Rebsamen frequently traveled abroad and actually made one trip around the world. He was a lover of horses and owned and rode Champion Tennessee walking horses. Mr. Rebsamen was elected to the Federal Reserve and became a 33rd degree Mason. On the same day, he hit a hole-in-one on the golf course. He was indeed a lucky man. When he died in 1975, he left Arkansas a far better place. For his amazing business intellect and his devotion to the state of Arkansas, Mr. Raymond Rebsamen is deserving of the Arkansas Business Hall of Fame.